Reality check man from the university, you know, say the unique one, you know, say aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, today we are here to address Mark Myrie. You understand? A lot of we know him as Buju Banton. But he was at the PMP, you know, 85th annual conference. And all kind of things is out there in the media. All kind of animosity. You know, them start to strike up about this man. So let me just kindly remind Jamaica who this man is. Is this man say boom bye bye? Yeah man. It's the same man, Buju Banton, boom bye bye. You understand? He also give your woman the way you look good. You make me have a ball out, seem like you're born with gold spoon in your mouth. He also give you a song like Stamina Daddy. For the girl picking it. All of the sexy body girl them. They come follow me. So this man have never sing about fishes in the seas or aquarium. You understand what I'm saying? He make his statement clear along. He go back and he tell you it's only Rasta that can liberate the people over hills and valleys true. He said, don't let them fool you. Don't believe them for a minute. He said, don't believe them for a minute that they are with you. It's only Jah can liberate the people through hills and valleys. True. So, Jamaica, when all is said and done, so we see where Buju Banton take a stand. And, you know, he has, you know, show up at the people National Party, you know, annual, you know, conference in Kingston on Sunday. He's getting backlash, you know. A lot of people is saying various things. You know, people is saying things like Rasta nothing mix up in a bangarang, and, you know, Rasta nothing mix up in a politics, and Buju figure trim, and all kind of animosity. But when I step back and I, you know, really look and I, you know, observe everything that is going on, I'm saying, is his democratic right to stand with whom he wants to stand with? Jamaica, is this Buju Banton democratic right to stand with whom he wants to stand with? Check around, look around, check yourself and ask yourself, is this man have a right to decide who he want to stand with? Is this man have a right to decide where he want to go, when he want to go? I'm just asking. I see the same thing happening with Tanya Stevenson. When the young lady said, I stand with Mark, she started get a lot of backlash from all over the place. You know, remember, Tanya Stevens get a lot of backlash because she said, I'm standing with Mark. Like if this woman don't have a right to choose and to decide who she believe is the best person to lead her. So I'm just saying, if you're not supporting the Jamaica Labour Party, it is a problem. I see a lot of artists do dub plate and all things for them. Nobody bash them or say anything. You understand? But if I can recall, you know, when Buju Banton commit his crime and he faced where he have to go and spend the time, I did not see one Jamaican come out and say, you know, hey, Mr. Myrie, you do so much for us in music, you know. So you're me go take the blame for you. there was not one person who stepped out and said they will go and do the time for him. He has committed the crime, so he go and face his time. So I kind of find it so strange, and all of a sudden everybody are the man mother and him father, him big sister and him big brother. Because now everybody, Buju, you know, if you mix up in that because you're a Rasta, and Buju, you forgot trim, and Buju, you're this, and Buju, you're that. The man have a right, and it's called his democratic right to stand with whom he feels to stand with, to choose who he want to lead him. The same laws, you know, that me and you have to encounter with. If we do something, the same law out there for sure, so the law not have no sympathy on us. He is a living example of that, because remember, the law put him away almost for a decade. So it is democratic right to stand for what he stand for, to believe in what he believes. When Buju Banton go to the supermarket, the same price for the flour what me and you have to pay, him have to pay. For the rice, the ackee, the callaloo, the tomato, the pumpkin, the banana, name it. Him have to pay it. The same JPS, water commission, the same bill what we pay, Buju have to pay it. So what are you telling me? He does not have a right to make a decision for himself? A decision that he thinks that is going to work in the best interest of him? He's getting all backlash. Jamaica, everything that this man stands for, Buju Banton, the Jamaica Labour Party opposite, or demolish it. Everything that this man Buju Banton stand for in life, the Jamaica Labour Party demolish it, destroy it. And I will give you some example as I go along. He's a maroon. And when the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, stand on a platform and deliver a message that is only one sovereign state, and it's Jamaica, how do you think this young man feel, knowing that he is a maroon? The man have heart and soul, you know. The brother have feelings. Him is a maroon. And Andrew Holness go stand and say there is only one sovereign state, and it's Jamaica. When Andrew Holness know that in 1739 there was a peace treaty signed under the British governor Edward Trelawney, granted Kojo Maroon 1,500 acres of land in the stronghold of Trelawney Town and the Akompong in the cockpit country. A blood, sweat and tears, and a free. The Maroon them get it for free. A whole heap of blood shed for the land they turn over to them, for them get the political autonomy. So when Buju hear Andrew Holness say something like that as a Maroon, what you expect? Him is a human being. What you think? If somebody says something about you, you want to tell me that it's not gonna hurt you, or you're not gonna feel a way about it, knowing that what your ancestors have been through? The man is a human being. You understand? Let's talk about the Coral Garden massacre. In 1963, when Bustamante, the Prime Minister of the Jamaica Labour Party, Tell police and soldiers if you shoot Rasta and then ask question after. Uno need to go do uno history and know uno history. Where uno history is concerned, uno dunce, uno dumb, uno dark, uno daft. Go study history, man. Go dig up uno history. The man is a Rasta straight. Naya Bengi. He know his roots, he know his culture, he know what this administration, he know what this party has done to his people. But you no idiot. Bustamante go down your St. James, Coral Garden, and Bustamante tell the military and the police force. You understand? So if you detain every Rasta man from every nooks and cranny of Jamaica, have you ever heard about the Coral Garden massacre, the Coral Garden atrocities, or the Coral Garden riot? You no go do no research. Then trim Rasta, then beat Rasta, then kill Rasta. The famous Peter Touch. Them beat Peter Touch till Peter Touch was whiskers away from death. Peter Touch have a run where go up in a bush, go isolate for about 6 years before him come back in a society. So the man know him roots, the man know him culture. I want to bring you forward to Nzinga King just recently the other day. When they carry the young lady in a jail and trim him, cut off in locks and nothing no come behind it. The man is a true Rasta. The man have feelings, blood run through him. So this GLP party is a party that oppress him all his life. So what are you talking about? I will remind you, any Rasta that you see over Jamaica Labour Party, rent a dread that. Any Rasta where you see support the Jamaica Labour Party, that is a rent a dread. Woman sit down and peep in them face. Because that's not a real Rasta. That's not a bobo. Because if you remember and know your history, what the Jamaica Labour Party under Alexander Bustamante has done to Rastaman. He said if you shoot to know and ask question after. In Trimono down in a Coral Garden. In beat to know. Detain no, and then him turn around and said we are going to develop Coral Garden and it's a no-go zone for Rastafari. I'm gonna develop Coral Garden and it is going to be a no-go zone for Rastafari. So you see, it's a way about discrimination against we own people in our country from this GLP administration. So when them all run out and Buju this and Buju that, the man is free to take a stand. And if this man believes that Mark Golden and the PMP is the way out to rescue Jamaica, to rescue the Maroon and to rescue Rasta, and I'm gonna stand with them, it shouldn't be no problem to Huno. The man I one big man in his own rights, a fame democratic rights. You understand? And they can try to mix up the man and the man at this and the man gone over this aside and fit. Yo, listen me, a Buju Banton, let me remind you, a Buju Banton say boom bye bye in a certain people head. He said, woman, the way you look good, you make me have to ball out. It seems like you're born with gold spoon in your mouth. He go back and he tell the ladies them, he miss them stamina daddy. And all of the sexy body girl pity them to come follow him. You understand? Him go back and him tell us it's only Rasta can liberate the people over hills and valley true. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. It's only Jah can liberate the people. It's only Jah can liberate the people. from over hills and valley. True. It is his democratic right for him to stand with whom he wants to stand with. And if he believes that Mark Golding and the PMP is the way out to rescue Jamaica, then why Jamaica have a problem with this man? As I said before, when this man done his crime and they put this man away for almost a decade, there was not one Jamaican stand and say, I will go and face the time for you. As a big man, him go through and him spending time. So as a big man who make his own decision, then why it should be a problem if he choose to show up at the People's National Party annual conference, knowing that everything that this man stand for in life, the Jamaica Labour Party oppress it, demolish it, have no regard for it. The man is a maroon, and Andrew Holness and the administration gone in a court. Forget court document, for go in at the cockpit country, for go mine it out. Knowing that the cockpit country is different from the government own. They have their own sovereignty. They get their own political autonomy. So the government of Jamaica no have no right to mess with the Maroons' property. Uno go do no history, man. Uno lagging behind. Knowledge create awareness. Awareness create enlightening. Enlightenment give you a great knowledge and understanding for you to make decision that will impact your life. I said knowledge create awareness. Awareness create enlightening. So it gives you a great knowledge and understanding about your situation to make decision that will impact your life in the best way, shape, or form. So I don't want to bash the man because the man stand and say I stand with PMP. Eh? Listen, me man. Now for we people dunce in our own way. Illiterate, dark, and fool. A lot of us are goons. And I will go a little further and say baboons. Because if you don't know no history, you don't know no culture. And this man history as a Maroon and his culture as a Rastafarian and the oppression that this man, what he stand for, have to undergo under Labour Right Party and their administration after administration. This man have a heart, he have a soul. Blood run through him just like how it run through me and you. So if he decide to take a stand and say this is where I'm going because I think this is the best choice for me right now, then why that should be a bother to you? Why should that be a bother to you? The man said, boom, bye, bye. Me no deal with fishes. I me no play around aquarium. But what I understand, a lot of you people are goons. And I go a little further and say baboons. So you don't know, it's Aromatic Realistic TV. Telling us if you follow me over YouTube, like and share, subscribe. Just help me to spread and build this platform. To understand we speak true to life. We source have to be accurate. We source have to be factual. We don't deal with gossip. We don't deal with propaganda. We don't deal with friction. We give it to you straight. I try to break it down to you in the clearest way that I can. Because my duty is to make sure the man who is at the grassroots can understand and get the clarity in the message. I said, no man is an island, no man stand alone. Treat your brother and your sister, your fellow man, with honor and respect. The respect that you want from the eye. You must give that respect to someone else too. You can't be selfish. We tell them, say, God and good road. The struggle is real. But how much realer can it get? It is the responsibility of us as an individual to figure a way out how to get ourselves out of that struggle. A John Good Road. Be well. Be well. Be well. Oh, peace.